Okay, see the rule number 3. So in rule number 3, if the digit to be dropped, if the digit to be dropped is 5 followed by non-zeros, if the digit to be dropped is 5 followed by non-zeros, then the preceding digit is raised by 1. So that I am writing here, you see, if the digit to be dropped is 5, okay, followed by non-zeros, then the preceding digit is raised by 1. Then the preceding digit is raised by 1. Means, example, you see the first example. For example, you take 7.34351. 7.34351. Now, suppose if you want to drop this 5, digit 5, followed by non-zeros, here this 5 followed by 1, this 5 followed by 1. So, if digit to be dropped is 5 followed by non-zeros, then the preceding digit is raised by 1. This is the preceding digit. So what is the answer for this? This is, so that is equal to 7.344. Why? You want to drop this 5 followed by non-zeros, then the preceding digit is raised by 1. So that is rule number 3. One more example I will take. 4.23252. For example, if you take like this, you want to drop this 5. So this 5 followed by non-zeros, then the preceding digit is raised by 1, means 4.233. So that is the answer. So that is rule number 3. Now rule number 4. See the rule number 4, very simple. If the digit is to be dropped, is 5 followed by zeros, then the preceding digit is left unchanged if it is even. Means, in rule number 4, so we have two conditions. One is, if the digit to be dropped is 5 or followed by zeros, then the preceding digit is left unchanged. If it is even. So rule number 4 is, if the digit to be dropped is 5 or followed by zeros, then the preceding digit is left unchanged if it is even. Means, see the example for this rule number 4. See the example for this rule number 4. First example, you see, suppose 4.2325. 4.2325. You want to drop this 5. If the digit to be dropped is 5, then the preceding digit is left unchanged if it is even. If it is even. See here, the preceding digit is 2. 2 is even number. So, it is left unchanged. So, answer is 4.232. 4.232. Can you understand? One more example I am giving. Suppose 2.6450. Now you want to drop this 5. If the digit to be dropped is 5, followed by zeros, then the preceding digit is left unchanged if it is even. So here also 5 are followed by zeros, then the preceding digit is left unchanged if it is even. So in this case and in this case, you check here. So this 4 is even number, so it is left unchanged. So answer is 2.64. 2.64. So this is rule number 4. So what is the rule number 4? Repeat. If the digit to be dropped is 5 or followed by zeros, then the preceding digit is left unchanged if it is even. See the example 4.2325. You want to drop this 5. So check this preceding digit. This preceding digit is 2. So it is even number, left it is left unchanged. And here you want to drop this 5 followed by zeros, then check the preceding digit, it is even number, so it is left unchanged. So this is rule number 4. Now go for rule number 5. So fifth rule is rule number 5. So that is fifth rule. Rule number 5. If the digit to be dropped is 5 or followed by zeros, then the preceding digit is raised by 1 if it is odd. If it is odd. Previous, if it is even, unchanged. If it is odd, raised by 1. So rule number 5, if the digit to be dropped is, if the digit to be dropped is 5 or followed by zeros, then the preceding digit is raised by 1 if it is odd. If it is odd. Example, suppose if you take this example 2.6435. See, you want to drop this 5, then check the preceding digit. So here preceding digit is 3, that is odd, so it is raised by 1. So answer is 2.644. Why? Because it is odd, so it is raised by 1. Similarly, second example 3235. So if the digit to be dropped is 5 followed by zeros, then the preceding digit is raised by 1 if it is odd. So in this case also 4.234. 4.234. Why? Because this preceding digit is odd, so it is raised by 1. So this is rule number 5. So like that we have 5 rules to round off the significant figures. So we have 5 rules to round off the significant figures. So first rule is, if the digit to be dropped is less than 5, if the digit to be dropped is less than 5, then the preceding digit is left unchanged. Then the preceding digit is left unchanged. If the digit to be dropped is greater than 5, then the preceding digit is raised by 1. Next, rule number 3. If the digit to be dropped is 5, and followed by non-zeros, if the digit to be dropped is 5 followed by non-zeros, then the preceding digit is raised by 1. Next, rule number 4. If the digit to be dropped is 5 or followed by zeros, then the preceding digit is left unchanged if it is even. That is rule number 4. And rule number 5. If the digit to be dropped is 5 or followed by zeros, then the preceding digit is raised by 1 if it is odd. So these are the rules for rounding of the significant figures. So I finished 2 topics. So one is counting of significant figures. In counting of significant figures, we have 5 rules that I explained. And rounding of the significant figures, we have 5 rules that also I explained. So next we go for errors.